What's going on, guys? My name is Vince and welcome to the channel. Now, if this is your first time here, first off, I want to say welcome. This channel is down the finance niche, touching subjects like personal finance, saving for the future, as well as a little bit more exciting things like stock trading and options trading. So if you guys are into that kind of stuff, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to go over my trading performance this prior week. The account was up over $11,000 at one point, starting with just $3,000 2 weeks ago. Last few days have been a little bit red. I'm holding a Tesla call option that has a little bit of drawdown right now, down about $1,800, but I'm still holding it into the next week. I'll also go over my McDonald's, my Walmart, and my Amazon call options that I was trading this prior week. After going over the portfolio and some of the trades that I made this week, I'll go ahead, jump onto the charts, and show you guys some of the stocks that I'm watching into next week. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned with my trades, as well as learn a little bit more about the stock market and investing for your future. Before jumping into the trades, if you guys are new to stock trading, options trading, as well as just investing into the stock market, I highly recommend downloading the Stock Twits app. It's basically Twitter for stocks. You can go to different stocks, example, go to Boeing, and just sort of browse through what other people are looking at, talking about for the stock, as well as just some ideas. Obviously, take all this stuff with a grain of salt. It's not all professionals talking. Some people just throwing out BS about stocks, trying to pump the stock or make the stock fall. So obviously take it with a grain of salt, but it's always not a bad thing to just get an idea of what's going on and just sort of stay tuned with stocks and their performance. If you guys do end up downloading the app, go ahead and add me on there. Here's my handle right here at DesiTrade07. I post all my trades. I talk a little bit about what I'm thinking about certain stocks. Also, you can join my room, which is pretty cool. There's like chat rooms on the app. So on the bottom here, rooms, this is my room right here, trade options. This is where I really get into detail of the positions I'm in. I screenshot, how much I'm up and what my plans are, whether it's to buy or sell. So completely free chat room. I have a little bit over 10 members right now. So shout out to those guys if you're watching. But I want to continue to grow this channel, just a free place for people to post their options as well as post their profits. Quick disclaimer before you join that room, I am by no means a financial advisor or financial professional, so everything I'm posting in this chat is purely for entertainment purposes. So jumping into the portfolio, $8,653, up $4,596 in the last 2 weeks. At one point, up over $6,531 in 2 weeks. The account was at $10,589. So some crazy moves in the market, making more than I do at my day job, well more in just 2 weeks. So overall performance has been really great, just trying to keep this consistent. Now, as you can see, a little bit of drawdown in the last few days, and that's because of a Tesla call option that I'm still holding. I'm down $1,800 in it. But later in the video, I'll get into more detail of why I'm still holding this and, some of the future potential I see, into the next few weeks or maybe into the next few months. All right, so jumping right into the trades, giving you guys a little bit more detail. First off, McDonald's was buying a 220 call, 3/6 expiration, bought 10 contracts, $1,100. Next, added to that position, bought another 10 contracts for $1.17, so a total of $1,170. And then added even more to that position, 10 contracts at $1.24, so $1,240. So a little bit over $4,000 into that position. Now I started to begin to sell that and scale out of that position. So sold, 20 contracts here and then 10 contracts there for a total profit of $960 on my McDonald's call options. Next was Pepsi. Pepsi was a loser for me, even though if I would have held it a little bit longer, it would have been a winner. But I wanted to cut the losses relatively quickly. So first off, a 147 call, 228 expiration, bought 10 contracts at $1.85, so total $1,850. Next, added more to that, 5 contracts at $1.83 for a total of $915 added to that position. Went ahead and sold that position, 15 contracts all at once for $2,640, so that's a loss of $125 on Pepsi. My next position, which was the biggest one, which really put me over the top this week, was my Amazon call option. I was buying a 2,250 call for a 228 expiration. I bought these for $11.19. I added to that position, and I added it for $24.70. So as you can see, that went up quite a bit $2,470. And I went ahead and I sold first for $2,785, and I sold the next one for $2,080. So total overall profit on that trade was $1,276. So really great profit on Amazon. The next one is Walmart. Small profit here. A 120 call, 313 expiration. Bought it for $960. Bought 5 contracts. And then same day, went ahead and sold that for $10.90. So $130 profit there, nothing too crazy. Now watching that last clip, if you guys were able to keep up while I was explaining some of my trades, then you've probably traded options before. But if you haven't and you were there questioning what a strike price is, what an expiration is, and why is that option so cheap, then go ahead, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to continue to educate here on my channel, and also use some of the other channels on YouTube to learn a little bit more about options trading. All right, guys, so now that you saw what I've traded this week, got a little bit of update on, my performance and the portfolio in general, let's go ahead, jump onto the charts. Let's go over some of the stocks that I'm watching into next week, and I'll also explain a little bit more into detail the Tesla option that I'm holding right now. All right, guys, so let's dive into the charts. Let's do some technical analysis, looking at some stocks that I like into next week. Not necessarily buying them, but at least watching them. So let's get started. Number one is Tesla, absolute monster, as you know. You can see, for the last few months, years, it's been relatively flat, and you see this huge run up in the recent trend. One thing that I do really like about the stock, regardless of how overextended it is, if we were to zoom in to this recent trend here, you can see how this is a pretty defined flag right here. So bullish flag, if we were to draw, a few trend lines, you go from here to here, and then you got your flag. If you disregard that big move up here, that overextension, you have a nice bullish flag here. Obviously some really heavy resistance around 800. If you were watching it trading, you can see how the stock doesn't want to go past 800, and every time it deviates below, it comes right back. So pretty crazy, really strong resistance at 800, but I do like this. That's why I'm still holding this call option in Tesla. I think if we get this break of 800, there's really a bunch of short sellers that are going to have to cover again, and I really see a big move happening. So I could be totally wrong, but I'm willing to risk a couple $1,000s to have $10,000-$15,000 profit on this. These options move like absolute wildfire. When this big move was going on over here, there was options that were up 5, 6, 7,000%, which is absolutely insane. So right now, the risk is worth the reward for me. So the next one I'm looking at is SPCE. SPCE is Virgin Galactic. So if you're looking at this chart, let's zoom out a little bit here. You can see how, the recent trend looks awfully like Tesla, relatively flat, and then a big run up in the recent trend. So pretty consistent uptrend. Virgin Galactic is, Virgin Mobile. It's a reputable company. Now they're doing space travel, so it's sort of out there and what their income is, what their balance sheet looks like. But technicals are obviously big breakout. Sort of looks like a penny stock in a way. So I don't know where this is going to end up, but definitely worth watching. I bought 20 shares of this stock to ride it and see what happens. It's not a big percentage of my portfolio, so if it falls, it falls. But I'd be willing to catch a little bit of it. So watching SPCE for next week. My assumption is there's some people that are going to feel FOMO into this stock and just continue to buy this. They're going to think like, oh, this is the next Tesla, which it very well could be. It could also be like the next Tilray, going up to, I think it was a few $100s a share. So SPC, it's worth watching for next week. So the next one that I want to look at is Square, and just sort of show you guys this really defined trend that I'm looking at in Square. So if we zoom out here and we bring this down just a little bit, we can see how Square is in this pretty big, it's been on a nice uptrend, but then it's been in this sort of horizontal channel here. So if we draw some price levels here, let's say at around the $80 mark, roughly right around here. And then we draw one around the $60 mark. So it's been trading in this up and down channel for, what is that? It's almost a year now. So February to February. So almost a year now trading in this sort of horizontal channel. It's at the top of it right now, meaning, this could be a downside trade if you think it's going to respect these last two tops, or it could be a breakout, to the upside. So something worth watching. And I wouldn't buy this anticipating a drop or anticipating a breakout. I would wait till you see, a defined trend and then jump on the trade. So the next one and the final one that I'm watching again into this week is McDonald's. McDonald's is just, overall great company. Obviously, people are going to continue to eat McDonald's. And you can see how the trend over the last few years is really beautiful, just respecting the 50 and 100 EMA every time. So as you can see, it fell, it returned just like it did every single other time. And, I would like to see if it can reach these highs again. So last week, I took a trade on this. I made some money. And I want to continue to watch it, into these weeks coming. If we zoom in, we can see that, let's see where it is respective to the highs. So let's look at this. So, you're just off $3 from the highs. If we can get some positive news next week and get the market to, continue its momentum, I can see this reaching those highs. But if we get a little bit, of bad news, coronavirus, any other scare that goes on, this could fall back to this little short-term, resistance here. So drawing this trend line, maybe we'll fall back to this trend line here and then have another run up, or we'll break straight through. So McDonald's is the number 4 stock that I'm going to be watching into next week. So guys, that's really what I want to get into today. Show you guys the options that I traded last week, as well as some stocks that I'm watching into next week. I'm going to continue to update you guys on a weekly basis, showing you my trades, win or lose, as well as some other financial education videos. If you guys do end up downloading the Stock Twits app, make sure to add me on there, as well as join my room, Options Trading, to get the full details of everything that I'm doing on a weekly basis. Also, if you want to start investing with Robinhood, I'll leave a link down below. Use that link, you get a free stock, and I'll get a free stock in return. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to smash the like button. If you want to stay tuned with some more of my videos, also subscribe to the channel and press that bell notification so you know every time I post a video. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Go out, enjoy your Valentine's Day, be with your loved ones. I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.